Okay, let's maybe unpack this a bit. Think about your phone right now. I mean, how many apps do you have just for one specific
Oh,
thing?
yeah. Way too many, probably.
Like you've got one for tips, right?
Yeah.
Another maybe for where you parked your car, maybe even one to, nag you to drink water.
Exactly. And suddenly your home screen is just crowded.
It really is. It's like this digital junk drawer sometimes. Each app might be useful, but wow, it's a lot to manage.
It's a common thing. You grab these little tools for quick fixes, but then the sheer number of them becomes its own problem.
Absolutely. So today we're doing a deep dive into an app that, well, it promises to fix that. It's called All-in-One Tools.
Mm-hmm.
And our sources for this are straight from the horse's mouth, basically. We've got the App Store listing, descriptions, feature overviews.
Yeah, the official stuff. And our mission for you listening is to really dig into what this app actually does. How does it try to bundle all these things together?
And does it work? Does it really simplify things? We want to uncover those little details, the things that might make it super useful.
Or, maybe raise an eyebrow or two, especially when you start thinking about convenience versus, well,
Yeah,
other things.
right. That name, all in one, it's a big claim. So how does it actually try to deliver on that? What's the core idea behind jamming all these utilities together?
Well, it positions itself as, like, your central hub for daily tasks. Find your car, track your water, manage your time, even capture memories visually. The core thinking seems to be that integrating these helps you be more efficient, maybe healthier, maybe just less frantic. It's about creating a smoother flow to your day.
Okay, smoother flow. I like the sound of that. Definitely tries to cover a lot of bases. So let's jump into some of the specific tools. First one, the tip calculator. Seems basic, right?
It is, on the surface, calculates tips, handles splitting the bill for groups or individuals. Pretty standard stuff.
But is there anything unique?
Yeah, there is actually. The interesting bit is the sharing. Once you got the calculation done, you can apparently share the results straight to WhatsApp or a text message.
Oh, okay. That's quite practical.
Right. It sort of smooths out that awkward, okay, who owes what moment at the end of a meal.
Yeah,
Less fumbling, more direct.
makes sense. Cuts down the friction. All right, so from sorting out dinner bills to another common headache, finding your car, there's a tool for that too.
Yep. Find my car. And it's a bit more than just dropping a pin on a map.
Oh, how so?
Well, you save your parking spot, obviously. But you can also add notes, like when you parked, maybe like near the entrance or level 3, section B.
Ah, context.
Exactly. And the really interesting part is the history. It keeps a log of your parking spots.
A parking history. Why would you need that?
Well, if you're like me and you constantly forget which floor you're on in the same garage.
Ah, I see. You can spot your own bad habits.
Precisely. Reviewing the history might help you figure out patterns and maybe, just maybe, remember next time.
Okay, that's clever.
No.
From misplaced cars to thinking about the future. Baby names? That's in there too.
It is. Seems like a bit of an outlier, maybe, but yeah, for expecting parents.
What does it do? Just list names?
Pretty much. You can browse lists of boy and girl names. There's also apparently a name wheel thing.
A name wheel, like spin the wheel for a baby name.
Sounds like it. Maybe for parents who are really stuck.
Huh.
And you can click off to an external link to check meanings, things like that.
Huh. Okay. Now, something that struck me as potentially really useful is the photo memory tool. It's also called visual notes.
Yes, and this one feels very tapped into how people actually use their phones already.
How do you mean?
Well, think about taking a quick photo to remember something, right? Like the label on a bottle of wine you liked, or...
Or like which medicine to take when, or the exact shade of paint.
Exactly. That's the core idea. Store info visually. The app mentions examples like medication dosages, skincare routines, the order you put things on, or even gifts you bought so you don't buy the same thing twice.
A visual log. I like that.
And it got some significant updates recently, back in January 2025, version 1.3. Made it even more useful.
Oh, updates. Tell me about those. What changed with photo memory in that version? How'd they make it better?
Okay, so a few key things. Now you can pull photos straight from your main photo library, or just snap a new picture right in the tool. Big convenience boost there.
Makes sense. Instead of having to import them somehow.
Right. And then, once the photo's in your list in the app, you can just tap it to see it full size. Standard stuff, but good.
Okay.
But here's a really cool part, I think. If you long press on that big full-size photo,
Yeah.
you can copy it straight to your clipboard.
Whoa. So you could paste that visual note into like a text message or an email or another notes app?
Exactly. That makes it way more integrated. It's not just stuck inside this one app. Plus, they added list management. You can long press and drag items to reorder them.
Ah, organize your visual
Oh,
notes.
and just swipe left to delete something you don't need anymore. It basically makes it a much more dynamic tool, not just a static photo dump.
That copy-paste function sounds powerful. Okay, so from visual memory aids, let's talk about managing time, the Pomodoro timer.
Yeah, the Pomodoro technique. Pretty well-known method. Work in focused bursts, take short breaks.
So the app just includes a timer for that.
Essentially, yes. It helps you structure those work intervals, usually like 25 minutes, and the breaks. The idea is to help you finish tasks on time, stay focused.
And is it just for work or studying?
No, they mesh it it's versatile. Use it for exercise, for any activity where you want structured time blocks and breaks. It's about managing focus for anything.
Got it. Okay, next up, something pretty fundamental, the water tracker.
Water is life, as the app description says.
Can't argue with that. So it tracks your water intake.
It does. Helps you aim for recommended daily amounts. But here's what's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It tracks more than just water. Apparently up to 18 different types of beverages.
18. Like what?
Coffee, tea, juice, even things like beer and wine, it seems.
Wow, so it's really a beverage tracker, not just water.
Pretty much. Gives you a much broader picture of your hydration or maybe dehydration habits, depending on the beverage.
Ah, good point. And can you see trends?
Yep. Daily, weekly, monthly views, lists, graphs, the whole 9 yards. And you can add it as a widget to your home screen for quick logging or checking.
That widget integration is key for something like hydration tracking.
Hmm.
Nice. Okay, what about the clock? Every phone has a clock. What's special here?
Right, it's not just about telling time. The idea behind this clock tool seems to be about tracking your personal time more closely, like down to the second.
Tracking your time, how does that work?
The description suggests it helps you understand how your time is actually spent. Maybe it's less about a stopwatch and more about encouraging mindfulness about where the minutes are going.
A bit more abstract, maybe. Interesting, though. And rounding out the health side, there's a BMI calculator.
Yeah, body mass index.
Hmm.
Standard tool for checking if your weight is in a healthy range for your height. Helps support a balanced lifestyle is the idea.
Does it do more than just the basic calculation?
It seems so. You can track your weight and height over time, see the changes in lists or maybe graphs, and keep an eye on your starting weight versus your target weight.
So it's about tracking progress.
Exactly. Giving you that ongoing picture, not just a one-off calculation. Actionable data for your health goals.
Okay, wow. That is quite a collection of tools. Tip calculator, car finder, baby names, photo notes, Pomodoro, water tracker, clock, BMI, all packed in one app.
It's definitely ambitious.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty. Who makes this? Is it free? What devices does it run on? The technical stuff.
Okay, the developer listed is effortlessly. And yes, the app itself is free.
Free is always good. Compatibility.
It's Apple ecosystem only. So you need iOS 17 or later for iPhone, the equivalent iPadOS 17 for iPad, macOS 14 or later, but specifically with an Apple M1 chip or newer for Mac.
Ah, so not just any Mac needs the newer chips.
Right, and also visionOS 1.0 or later for the Apple Vision Pro. So pretty current Apple hardware required across the board.
Good to know. And how much space does this beast take up with all those tools?
Surprisingly small, actually. Only 10.6 megabytes, according to the listing.
Wow, that is small. And age rating.
Rated 4+ Edge. So suitable for pretty much everyone.
Okay. Now, the big one. Privacy. With an app that potentially touches parking locations, maybe health data like water intake or BMI tracking, maybe even photos.
Yeah.
What's the story there?
Yeah, this is crucial. The App Store has that standard app privacy section, and it does list a few things the developer says might happen.
Okay, like what?
Under data used to track you, meaning tracking across other companies' apps and websites, it lists location, identifiers, usage data, and diagnostics.
Identifiers and usage data are pretty common for tracking. Location is maybe more specific here because of the car finder.
Could be. Then there's data linked to you, data collected and tied to your identity. That lists the same categories: location, identifiers, usage data, diagnostics.
So potentially linking your location, usage, and device ID to you.
Potentially, yes. And finally, data not linked to you, which only lists diagnostics. So some diagnostic info might be collected anonymously.
That sounds like quite a bit of potential tracking and linking, especially location and identifiers.
It does sound like a fair bit, but
Yeah.
there's a really important clarification or maybe a nuance in the app's description text.
Oh, what does it say?
It specifically mentions that information you enter within the tools, like an optional birthday you might put in the clock section, or your weight height for the BMI calculator, or presumably the photos and photo memory is stored locally on your phone.
Ah, okay, that's a critical distinction, isn't it?
It really is. It suggests a difference between the data the developer might collect for their own analytics or tracking purposes, the stuff in the app privacy labels, versus the personal data you actively input into the tools themselves. That latter stuff is meant to stay on your device.
So the parking location might be used for tracking linking by the developer, according to the privacy label, but the specific photo of your medication bottle should just stay on your phone.
That seems to be the implication, yes. The description emphasizes local storage for user-entered info. Of course, it also adds that usual disclaimer. Privacy practices can vary based on features used, age, etc.
Right. Always read the fine print. It's definitely a complex picture. Developer tracking versus local data storage.
It is. Users need to be aware of both aspects.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. We've looked at all-in-one, tools, a huge range of utilities, tips, parking, names, photos, timers, water, clock, BMI, all aiming to consolidate those single-use apps and streamline your daily life.
That's the promise. One app to rule. Well, maybe not rule them all, but to manage a lot of little everyday tasks.
Which brings us to our final thought, really, for you to chew on. In this world where we love digital convenience, where these all-in-one solutions seem so appealing, how do you personally weigh that convenience?
Yeah. How do you weigh the benefit of having everything in one place against what the app might be learning about your habits, your location, your routines from that usage data? Even if your personal entered data, like photos or weight, stays local.
What's the right balance for you between having this integrated, streamlined utility and managing your digital footprint and the data you share, consciously or unconsciously? Something to think about.